Hey guys, I hope you guys are having a great day today, and today is the last video in my December series. Today we're going to talk about all of the makeup products that I absolutely loved in 2022 and products that I reached for super often. These products weren't necessarily released in 2022, but they're just the products that I've been reaching for so often this past year. And with that being said, if you're new here, hi, my name's Vivian. I'm a robotics engineer with a love for all things beauty and makeup related, and I'd love it if you liked and subscribed if you aren't already. And let's just hop into it. So I have a couple different categories here that are the main stars. So I have a couple lip products, a couple blushes, and a couple of eye products that I've really been liking. I don't really have any base products that I've been gravitating towards more than any of the other ones in my collection, so I don't want to mention those. However, I'm really excited about some of these lip and cheek and eye products that I have in front of me here. Let's start with lips first. I have a couple different formulas here that I really enjoy. There are a couple glosses and a couple of lipsticks that I want to talk about. The first one is the Rare Beauty lipstick in the shade Bold. If you guys have been here for a little bit, you guys would know that I absolutely love the shade of this on my skin tone. I think it is stunning. The formula is super nice and creamy, and it is super comfortable on the lips. The component is really cute, and you push this to take the bullet out. However, this does have a habit of opening on its own, so it's not the most travel friendly. The formula is gorgeous. I love the shade of this. Everything about this lipstick is right up my alley. One of the best purchases I made in 2022, honestly. So the next product I want to talk about is the Merit Signature Lip in the shade L'Avenue. This part of the video is affiliated with Merit, so I have an affiliate code here that I'm going to put on the screen for you. Merit Beauty has some of my favorite products ever. This lipstick is one of them. This just gives such a pretty deep berry shade that looks super flattering. It's a sheer lipstick, so if you prefer something more of a blotted lip, I really like that for this. But also it builds up pretty well, so you can get almost full opacity with this if you want more of that look. If you shop on Merit's website, you get free shipping with any purchase over $40, and your first order comes with the Merit Signature Makeup Bag, which I have right next to me. It's this really pretty corduroy bag. Mine is a little bit dirty, so please ignore that, but it's lovely. And if you're interested in trying out Merit, I'll have my affiliate code linked down below. I will say though, this is one of my favorite lipsticks of all time. I also love their shade slicks. I have 4 different shades of their Merit shade slicks. If you're looking for something to gift to someone, I think these would make great stocking stuffers. The next item I want to talk about is the Tower 28 Shine On Lip Jelly. This is in the shade Spicy, and this is a bright red. If I do a little swatch for you, it is that one right there. It is stunning on the lips. The Tower 28 formula is super comfortable. It's super juicy looking on the lips, super shiny, and the shade of this is super pretty. It kind of gives you that popsicle stand type of look. So if you're interested in products like this, I highly recommend this formula. You can't really go wrong with the shades. If you find one that you like, the formula is absolutely stunning, and I think these are only around $15, so also super affordable. And if you need something for a stocking stuffer, I really like these glosses. I'm actually taking this on my trip with me as kind of my red gloss for Christmas, if you know what I mean. So super happy with this purchase. I have been obsessed with this color. The next product I want to talk about is the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm. This one is specifically in the shade Vanilla Beige. However, I do have all the shades they offer, and they're all stunning. This formula is my favorite lip balm formula ever. It's super thick but not gloopy, and The tints of this are subtle, but enough where it makes a little bit of a difference. It is super hydrating, not sticky in any way. This is overall just a really, really, really good formula. I believe the full size retails for like 20 something, 26-ish dollars. So it is kind of expensive. However, I've had a tube, like a larger tube of the Vanilla Beige one for a while now, and I still haven't even begun to use up the product. So highly recommend these lip balms. They're one of my favorites ever. Like if I'm not using Aquaphor or my like Laneige lip sleeping mask, this is what I'm using. The last lip product I want to talk about is the Dior Lip Glow Oil. This is in the shade Rosewood. This formula is stunning. It has kind of a minty, tingly feeling, so if you're not super into that, maybe avoid these. However, the shine of this is stunning. The application is just kind of an experience. Like the doe foot is massive. It's huge, and I don't know, something about the big doe foot and the experience of putting this on makes me feel so luxurious. The formula is also really nice too. It is super like glossy and shiny, and it is more of a thicker lip oil, so thicker than the Merit Shade Slicks. However, definitely not as thick as like the Ulta Beauty Juice Infused lip oil. Overall, I really like this product. I do think it is quite expensive though, so if you can get this on a discount at like the Sephora sale or something, I would recommend picking it up then. The shade Mahogany has been on my wish list for a while though. It's always sold out, but Rosewood is absolutely stunning. They're not super, or maybe because Rosewood is kind of a lighter color anyway, they're not super pigmented. So very kind of reminiscent of the Tower 28 glosses. However, the Tower 28 glosses are definitely more pigmented than this one, and the Dior one has kind of a minty feeling to it. They're both pretty much the same in terms of like shininess on the lips though. Those are all the lip products I wanted to mention. I have a couple of blushes here that I want to mention. The first one, I'm sure you could guess. This is the Dior, what is this called? This is the Rosy Glow Blush in the shade 001 Pink. This is stunning. I love the way this looks on my skin. The formula of this is, I want to say, more hardly pressed than some other blushes, so you kind of really have to put your brush in there. However, the effect of this is stunning. It gives like a really pretty sheen to the cheeks, and I just really enjoy this color on my skin tone. I've been really obsessed with pink blush lately, specifically this like cool toned pink, and this compact is definitely not the most like luxurious feeling. However, anything Dior makes me feel like very luxurious. I don't think this is insanely priced. It is definitely expensive. However, I don't think it is as expensive as like the Gucci blush. So if this is in stock, I absolutely love this blush, and I will continue loving this blush for all time, honestly. Speaking of cool toned pink blushes, I also have been really enjoying this blush from Persona. This is the Super Blush in the shade Bubble. Very similar in terms of shade on the cheeks. You can see maybe in the side by side that the Dior one looks a lot lighter, but that's just because it has more of a sheen running through it, whereas the Bubble one does not. Persona's blush also is a little bit more powdery than the Dior blush, and this is, I want to say, like half the price of this. So if you're looking for a similar vibe to that cool tone pink, I highly recommend this. This is also super stunning on the cheeks. It like I said, is a little bit more powdery, so it has a little bit more kick up, but it blends out on the cheeks like flawlessly. So I really like both of these. They're different formulas and slightly different tones. However, if the Dior one is out of stock, or you're just not willing to pay Dior prices, I think the Persona one is a really good alternative, and I've been really liking both. or I've been really liking having both in my collection. The next blush I want to talk about is actually this one from Essence. This is called The Blush, and this is in the shade 20 Bespoke. This is like a $3 blush. I have broken the lid of it, so it completely comes off. However, this blush has been pretty much my go-to for every day. I really like the shade of this. It's just a really pretty, like, neutrally shade on me, slightly red undertone, and I have just been loving this. This is literally the blush that I reach for when I don't know what blush I want to wear. The formula is super nice, and this blush is super affordable. Like I said, I think it's around $3. The packaging is a little cheap, but that's okay. Most Essence products are. This blush, though, has been pretty much in my makeup bag for the entire year. I've really been liking this, and I know that I have a lot of blushes in my collection. This one just always seems to be like one that I reach for, though. So really been liking that Essence blush. Some eye products I want to talk about. The first thing I want to mention is the Kosas Brow Gel. I think this is called the Air Brow. This is in the shade Dark Brown, and I really like this in terms of how well it holds up my brows. So this is all I have in my brows today, and if you guys know, my brows are very thin and they're sparse, and I feel like this does a really good job of volumizing the brow hairs themselves and locking them into place. And I feel like my brows have this really nice, like, filled in look without actually filling them in. So I've been really liking the Kosas Air Brow. The clear brow gel is also nice, however it is clear, so I don't get that like volumizing effect. This one has been pretty much my favorite though. Another eye product is this Thrive Cosmetics mascara. This is the black shade, and you guys know how finicky my eyelashes are. So my lashes are super straight and thin, or they're super straight and they don't hold a curl, and most waterproof mascaras will smudge on me. So my solution to all of that has been to curl my lashes, use a waterproof mascara to like leave my lashes curled, and then topping it with this tubing mascara so that it doesn't smudge, which is very excessive when I don't feel like doing that whole process, and when I don't feel like having to remove waterproof mascara. I will go in with just the Thrive Cosmetics tubing mascara, go through it, wait for it to fully dry, and then curl my lashes, and I get a similar effect. I do like the effect of the waterproof mascara first and then the tubing mascara though, but this tubing mascara is pretty much my holy grail mascara. I have 3 of these in my collection right now in each of the shades they offer. So I have the black, the brown black, and the blue shade. This has just been my favorite mascara ever. The packaging is like a metal feeling packaging. It's also weighted, so it just feels very luxurious as well. You can only get this on Thrive Cosmetics website, I'm pretty sure, but if you can get free shipping if you buy like 2 of these, if that's your vibe. Like, I really enjoy this mascara. I will probably continue buying this for the rest of my life. Kind of a single shadow look. This is the M Cosmetics Cosmic Pearl Dewy Eyeshadow in the shade Moonrise. This shade is stunning if you want a really foiled look. When I want this foiled look, this is the one that I typically go for. It is absolutely stunning. The formula is kind of bouncy and cushiony, so it is super easy to apply with your fingers, and that's how I typically apply it. I've never actually tried it with a brush though, so I'm not sure how it performs with the brush. With my fingers though, that is absolutely stunning. I will say I have noticed creasing with this before, so I'm not sure if it's the product or if like I didn't set my concealer on my eyes or something like that. So just be a little bit wary of that. I haven't used this in like a couple weeks though, so I can't fully remember. This eyeshadow is stunning though. It is stunning all over the lids as a one and done eyeshadow. I'm obsessed. Another single shadow slash topper is the Makeup by Mario Master Crystal Reflector. This is in the shade Bronzite, and you can kind of see that shift. It is stunning. How I've been wearing this lately is a kind of like scattered glitter effect. So I would just take a really fluffy brush and like swirl my brush in here and then just swipe it on the lids, and it just gives a really, really pretty glitter effect without being too intense. I will swatch it for you to see though. It is pretty much just like a topper shade. I'm not even sure if you can see that. Maybe you can see a little bit better there. But it just has like a very pretty sparkle running through it. And I obviously have other toppers that I really enjoy. So the Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Ritz is stunning as per usual. Mine is starting to dry up though, which is fair because I've had it for a little bit. However, if you just like rub your finger in it and tap it on the lid, it's still stunning. And the last one is actually kind of surprising to me, and I don't really know why, but it is the Colourpop's Going Coconuts palette. As you can see, the writing on the front is pretty much completely worn off at this point. However, this has been my go-to travel palette. I have been really liking this for just like an everyday look. The shades in here, these two shimmer shades, are actually stunning. I've been really enjoying them as like just like swiping it onto the eye. They're very foiled and very pretty. And yeah, the mattes blend out super easily. I have just been really liking this, and I'm kind of shocked because this didn't used to be my favorite neutrals palette. However, the like small compactness of it and the blendability of it is pretty amazing, and I've been reaching for it a lot this past year. That is everything I have for my makeup favorites of 2022. I have been really, really enjoying these products this year. These are products that I keep going back to, I keep reaching towards. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments what your favorite makeup products of 2022 are. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye!